What's up, guys? We have a market watch video today. I thought, hey, I haven't done one of these in like forever. Let's take a peek at the market and see what people are buying, selling, getting rid of, etc., etc. All right, so we are going to see, first of all, what exactly is going on in the market, right? So I sorted everything, that is everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! By best selling, and we will see what you guys are buying. First off, Kashtira, Fenrir. And this is, of course, very, I can see why. I know when the card was first released or teased from the OCG side of Darkwing Blast that people were saying it was a good card, but I never actually read the effect. No offense, it just didn't really like pop out to me. The archetype was new. I was just like, I don't really care. But when I did read it, when I read the effect, when I pulled it from my box, I was like, man, so this is a Cyber Dragon kind of effect, and it also has more effects to it, right? So I think people have also kind of labeled it as more of a 𝗦𝗦𝗡𝗏𝗧 kind of effect instead of a Cyber Dragon, because at least Prank or whatever the hell that guy's name is actually pops stuff, and I guess that is a more apt comparison. But this guy is $57, but the good news is it is going down. The original price, I think, was unreleased around $70, I think, and now it's at 57. So now people are cracking stuff open and getting a chance to get more of this copy of this guy out on the market. So that's good. Although, I mean, you guys are crazy. That's why I don't do meta, guys. I just stay away from this crap because that is too much money to spend on cardboard, especially when it's going to be like $20 in a couple, months, if not a year, right? Waiting is probably the better option. The other thing here is Bystial. You guys like your edgy fucking dragons, guys. $72. So if you crack a box open of Darkwing Blast and you get a Bystial, and I guess you could actually get two Bystials, but I don't know, that might be a little bit too hard. You're already at profit, or you're already at what you paid for price, your investment. You're making your investment back, essentially, and that is pretty crazy. And there's a lot of value here in Darkwing Blast. We're going to talk a little bit more about it in a little bit, but a lot of the stuff that we see here that is selling more consistently, or that you guys are buying more of, is stuff from Darkwing Blast, which makes sense because it is the new set. We're also seeing people are, wow, $99. I think didn't the price go up? It went down. Interesting. Okay, but I think that's because with pre-sales, right? People usually send it in at a really expensive inflated price, if you will, and $200 for a display, whoever the hell was selling that. And if someone actually bought that, I actually feel bad for you, because that is a very, very inflated price. And I'm very curious now here, so I'm going to go all the way down here. A lot of sales, actually. Wow. We did get the set list, except the Pharaoh's rare, which I think Konami said there's 12 recently. So we know the whole set list, and it is a pretty good set. Not better than the 2021 tins, in my opinion, just because the rarity in that set, the Prismatic Secret rare, it just beats the ultra rare printings. And I don't think I can see a bottom here, guys. Holy shit. I am going to stop here because, yeah. Anywho, if you did spend $200 on this set, you got ripped off, is what I'm getting at, because it is not, one display is not worth $200, at least not right now. Moving on here, we have some, I think this should be tier elements, yeah. Tier L, $100, but that's... Yeah, see, TCG players trying to rip you guys off here. That's a $20 markup just because they're a direct seller. I do not like that. TCG player, fix your crap, essentially. So Forbidden Droplet is actually selling pretty good, and that's kind of... For Magnificent Mavens, I'm not going to go through the whole set list, but they are reprinting Lightning Storm, which got reprinted in the 2022 tins, along with Forbidden Droplet. My thing is, Forbidden Droplet should have been reprinted instead of Lightning Storm, because Lightning Storm isn't that good compared to Forbidden Droplet. It is more ubiquitous, right? I think Forbidden Droplet has more uses than Lightning Storm. If you go first, for example, in Lightning Storm, it's useless, and if you if you have monsters face up or even spells face up, then it's useless. It's just a very situational card, and I don't like very situational cards. But yeah, sprites are still doing their thing, I suppose. Ash Blossom in here. You guys are crazy though. Get the prismatics if you're gonna do if you're gonna buy Ash Blossoms. Here's the thing too. I think a lot of you buy multiple copies of a card, not just 3 copies. So in other words, like, you guys don't just buy 3 copies of a card, which you guys should be doing and just swapping out between decks. Like, you don't play a deck. You don't play multiple decks at the same time, right? I get it's tedious, but you can't complain about the market, the prices, and then just be a lazy piece of shit, you know? Runic Tip it actually kind of went down, but I do see other Runic stuff being sold. I think I saw the chick that we're gonna take a look at further down here. I think, or that we should see further down here. Baronne de Fleur has been selling just because Magnificent Mavens didn't include it. Although I guess it technically could still be included in as a Pharaoh's rare, just not as an ultra rare. But I mean, I don't know what they're going to be doing with these Legendary Duelist sets, because I don't think there's going to be another Legendary Duelist like Season 4, for example. I just think they're done with those sets. And even then, will it be included? Would it be included in there? I think it would be the raw Legendary Duelist reprinted, and then some other one. It might have been Synchro Storm. I just forgot the order of the sets there. And there we go. Ash Blossom. You guys are buying the prismatic one. It looks better. Axis Code Talker. People are buying it, even though it's going to be probably a secret rare in the Crystal's Revenge set. And wow, you guys are still buying Power of the Elements and Ghosts from the Past. I did buy some Ghosts from the Past second haunting myself. So yeah. Turtle Tactics Talent. You guys are buying as well, which is crazy. I would wait personally, and also Infinite Impermanence from the structure deck. I would wait, guys, because we don't know the pull ratios for the Magnificent Mavens, and if people are searching for the Pharaoh rares, all these cards are going to be, you know, readily available. We'll go with that, because a lot of people are going to be cracking it if the Pharaoh rares are worth chasing, and well, fingers crossed, hopefully they are, you know. Diviner of the Herald. See, ritual decks are not really doing too much. It's been fusion for a long time, so I'm kind of curious why. It does look nice as a prismatic secret, though. I will say that. Sprites, yep, sprites doing their thing. Here we go. Huggin, Runic Wing. So runics are still popular, which is kind of cool. You know, at least the Tactical Master, the side sets are seeing some. They are not worthless. This time around, it's not worthless. Although the boxes are really, really fucking cheap. I guess people don't want to gamble, is what I'm getting at. So with the side sets, Tactical Masters, and the other set that I am blanking on, the most recent one, Ancient Guardians, is that the second most recent one? I think it is. I could be wrong. The pull rates are horrible, because you get 3 ultras in one box, and I think there's like 12 or 15 ultras. I forgot the spreads, but it is insane, and it's just not worth it. Kashtira Unicorn, cash money, baby. These Kashtiras are interesting. Zeus, though, Zeus, I think, yeah, you guys are looking into this, but see, here's the thing, and I understand, like I said, fusion strategies are just top tier right now, and they have been for a long time. Xyz based decks are not really doing that well on average. If you look at the top decks, like, it's been Tier Elements and Sprites. I mean, Sprites, they're a mixed bag. I think they do have the big guy, they do have an Xyz monster, but it's not an Xyz based deck. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of wish they did more with numbers, because I do see Astral Kuribo, I think his name is, doing some things as well. That would be kind of cool for the number fanatics. Hyperia. This is definitely for sprites, level 2, and god dang, dude, this card was useless. Everyone, well, not everyone, but people were like, why is this? They actually, you know what? I remember this. People were trying to make this work somehow, some way, because it's a draw 1. You summon it, you draw 1. It's a really neato burrito effecto, and now they actually found a way to break it with sprites. Not break it, but it's kind of nice. And I'm assuming it's for sprites, guys. I actually haven't seen a deck list for us for sprites. I really don't care about competitiveness. I just know kind of the spreads a little bit. Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon. People are actually buying this, so that's kind of cool. I think it's a neat card. $5. That's actually kind of decent. Branded Opening went down quite a bit, actually. Oh, here we go. That was ooh, okay. So it's actually going up. That's interesting. Okay. See, that's kind of misleading. So it's around $4.49, not $3. Yeah, see, here's a $3.50. That's kind of weird. And people are still buying these Starlight Charmers, huh? Let's go a little bit faster here. I'm kind of curious. I did see a lot of movement for Dark Magician Girl Ghost Rare. It was, yeah, so kind of, I think this might have been the bottom. I was waiting to see if it went down a little bit more. There were like 50, 60 something listings, and now they're at 44. I mean, yeah, here, I think this is the day I was looking at. I was like, oh shit, I missed my chance. 10, 13. Look at all the 11 of them. 11 of them dings, bro. Holy shit. All right, so yeah, I mean, Dark Magician Girl, I think this is probably a better investment than the Ghost Rare, personally, because I don't think the art is going to be printed again anytime soon. Prismatic Secrets are just better than basically any other low tier rarity for sure. And the new Ghost Rares, I mean, there's a lot of problems with Ghost Rares, guys. I did buy and I did pull 2 Ghost Rares, but that might have been a spoiler there a little bit because I've been doing shorts, opening up Ghosts from the Past. Spoiler, I pulled 2 Ghost Rares in those shorts, and they're coming very damaged. At least the Prismatic Secret Rares, there's no like printing errors and stuff like that. I'd rather go with that if you're buying off of strangers, essentially. Infinite Impermanence Ultimate Rare is also doing some things. That's interesting because it hasn't really been doing much. I mean, hang on. How is it a bestseller? I don't know how they come up with this metric, essentially, because it doesn't seem like it's selling too much, but all right, whatever. Mystic Mind, I think we're going to leave it with Mystic Mind here because it's good in Runics, that's for sure, and people are interested in Runics, and they're also interested in stuff that will stop tier elements. So maybe it's going to be, the meta is going to be like tier element Shizu, and then the counter would be like Mystic Mind Runic. I don't know though, because Runics kind of hurt you in tier elements, don't they? I could be wrong though. Like I said, I'm not a meta dude. Kashtira, Fenrir, we already talked about. Bystial, of course. Let's go into high to low for this one because, oh boy, these Starlights are trash. I mean, Blackwing Dragon, of course, I get why it was printed because, I mean, it's a Blackwing set. It just sucks that people are not totally into it. I remember Stardust Dragon and Black Rose Dragon, they were both around $500 on release, and this guy is $157. Again, to be expected. I don't think a lot of people, or more people, like not Blackwing, Stardust Dragon and Black Rose Dragon over Blackwing Dragon. It's just kind of sucks. I feel bad for the Blackwing players. I don't know why they made this girl a Starlight. I like ninjas, but I think they're just going for the whole waifu thing. I think people are waifued out, Konami. I'm sorry. It's just, why? I get the tier element stuff. It's meta. Why the rest? You could have made Fenrir a Starlight. You could have made a Lubellion. How am I gonna pronounce his name? I was gonna say like Googly Eyes or something like that. Lubellion. I think that's it, right? Lubellion. It would have been a way better Starlight. And I mean, looking at this, even Spellbound would have been a better Starlight. I don't like spells as Starlights. So I mean, this all monster thing I dig. It's just the monsters they picked are trash. I mean, this set I also like. So you see Bystial, which is a super rare, which is at $10, and sets need to be more like this. I think more the lower tier cards should be the lower tier cards should be worth something, right? I'm tired of opening up core sets and throwing out. I don't throw them out, but essentially throwing them out. I store them and forget about them instead of trying to sell them because they're worthless. It's not worth my time to try to sell and make profit with like 10-cent cards, right? I mean, you can even see here the first page is kind of trash, even still on this set, and I would even go out to say Darkwing Blast and the previous set, Power of the Elements, were pretty good for core sets. But I mean, you can even see here, first page, an ultra rare that is worth let's just say $3, a super rare that's actually kind of good, worth around $3, and another ultra that's worth around $2, right? That sucks. Opening this card up, if you don't get Lubellion, Fenrir, etc., all these cards here, then you're probably not going to make your money back, and that just sucks, unfortunately. All right, to finish it off here, we're going to look at Magnificent Mavens. I don't like looking at pre-sales, at least not this soon, because no one besides the Konami elites have opened it up, right? So we'll take a look at what people are expecting these cards to be, and actually people are buying them. Holy shit! I would not buy Blackluster Soldier, by the way. I mean, if you guys really do like Blackluster Soldier, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you guys some advice here. Get the ulti instead from OTS instead of the Mama or the Magnificent Titties, as I'm going to be calling it, or Tatas. We'll go with Magnificent Tatas. I like it. I like that. Or even the secret rare. I mean, I'd rather do the ultimate rare if I were you guys, if you're really crazy about it. This is an ultra rare. Do not spend $30 in an ultra when you can just save up 30-ish more dollars and get the ulti. The ulti is going to be way better in your collection. Just don't do it, guys. Do not do it. Do not cave in. It'll probably be way cheaper than that as well after release, after a couple months of release, I should say. Sky Striker Mobilize Linkage. That's crazy. Is that the new Sky Striker card? Because I mean, $25 if it's a reprint. That's crazy. Evenly matched at $21. Probably not going to stay that long. Probably going to be around $10 then if people do open up a lot of this product. Millennium Eyes Restrict, $14. That is crazy. That is insane. Lightning Storm at $14. That is a very close price to the 2022 tins, isn't it? Yes. Oh, cheap. You can get it cheaper as a prismatic. Dude, do not buy that. Don't tell me someone bought it. Dude, return it. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? That's, oh, fuck, dude. I don't like telling people what to do with their money, but you're stupid. Harpy's Feather Duster. I really hope it goes down to like $7 because I need a lot of those. I wanna save up a lot of those copies. Because anytime I see an alt art of a card, of a really good card in particular, or popular card, then I do want to get a lot of copies of, because chances are they're not going to be reprinting it in that art for a while. So Trap Trick 𝗧𝗧 14. That's interesting. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗧 at 11. That's actually pretty cheap. I mean, considering you have other stuff that's not cheap. I mean, what? How is 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗧𝗧 cheaper than like Blackluster Soldier, for example? That is insane. Skill Drain at 11, I think that's too expensive because we have cheaper options. I mean, this is an ultra rare again, guys. You can get it as a dual terminal rare, but where is? I mean, you could get it as a dual terminal rare, but not from this. I forgot what this set was called. Chapter 1, something's Chapter 1. Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. That's what it is. And it probably looks better than the ultra you're gonna pull here. I ain't gonna lie. Infinite Impermanent is probably gonna be $5. I mean, pre-sales are usually inflated, right? So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's $5. But everything else, guys, totally awesome. Totally overpriced. Do not buy anything here, guys. It's just so we can make fun of people. That's why I'm doing this. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.